You've been told 5G mobile networks are going to be all about how much faster you'll be able to download movies to your phone, but I bet fewer people have told you that raw speed is only a small part of how 5G is going to benefit you. Here are more ways 5G is changing the game, which a lot of the headlines tend to miss. First up is capacity. Now, if you've ever been to a music festival or some busy industry conference and noticed your downloads have crawled to a snail's pace, even though you've got a full bar of 4G service, this applies to you. That happens because mobile networks have a limited amount of capacity to share out to everyone trying to use it. With 5G, though, not only is the maximum speed faster, but the capacities of the networks are way higher too, so those downloads should still outstrip 4G, even in the center of the busiest events. Next up is latency, which sounds super dull, but really isn't. Take a video game like Epic's popular multiplayer shooter Fortnite, for example. When you click to fire a gun, it takes a small amount of time for that action to get to the game's server in time to hit your enemy, and in the same amount of time, your opponent has clicked to try and dodge out of the way of your shot. The time that takes is called the latency, and with 5G, it's many times quicker than with 4G. In short, that means it's bad news for your enemies and potentially great news for your leaderboard positions. Last up is the device types that 5G is going to let us connect to the net. Today, networks can't deal with individual 4G radios stuck to every street lamp, car, bicycle, dog collar, or cow in a dairy farm, but with 5G, they could. Because the networks will be able to handle greater capacity and the lower latency means connected devices can communicate almost instantaneously with each other, we can start hooking up billions of new devices to the internet and transform them potentially into far more interesting and useful parts of our cities and towns. But yes, sure, if none of that excites you, go ahead and just enjoy downloading 4K Ultra HD movies in the time it takes me to read the following sentence. I'm Bloomberg's Nate Langson. Get all your news at TikTok.